Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. 2023 is right around the corner and I'm so excited to ring in the new year. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some really easy tips and tricks on how to throw an inexpensive New Year's Eve party that is still a lot of fun and looks awesome. I'm also going to be sharing some DIYs and a bunch of free printables, so be sure to stay tuned for the whole video. But before we get started, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing down below and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. Before we jump into the DIYs, I just wanted to share some of the decorations that I picked up from Dollar Tree. So I picked up these as soon as I saw them, and these were actually in the birthday area. I really couldn't find too many things that were really meant just for New Year's Eve, so I kind of checked out the whole store. I have a few things from a lot of different departments, so I'll be sure to let you know which department I found everything in. So like I said before, these ones are in the birthday department, and I was actually really surprised with the quality. So sometimes the hanging decorations in the birthday area at Dollar Tree can kind of be hit or miss, but these are really nice. So for the larger one, it's a solid gold color and you just get one. And then in the other pack, it's the two smaller ones and they have a little bit different of a pattern and they have gold and silver. I decided to add my own string to these. That way I could hang them at all different heights and it just really adds a really fun pop of gold color. The other thing I always pick up from Dollar Tree for New Year's Eve are these number balloons. I love these because they definitely make a statement in the room. You know exactly what you're celebrating and you don't need any helium. You just blow them up with the straw that comes in the bag and they are just so fun for pictures as well. We're gonna get started with our first DIY, and this is just a really easy DIY. So all you have to do is just pick up one of these personalized banners from Dollar Tree. So it comes already in the kit and you're just gonna need one kit, but I wanted to show you the two different ones they have. So they're the same colors, but the style's a little bit different. One has a bit of a ducktail, the other one has a pointed bottom. Either will work, and you can find this in the bridal area at Dollar Tree. So you get 15 of these little cardboard pieces here, and then you get gold foil letters that you can add to them and you can spell out anything you like. So only 2 of the banner pieces have that gold striping. The rest are just plain white ones, and those are going to be the ones that we add our stickers to. So here I'm just putting the words happy and then new and then of course year. The only thing you might be missing is some extra string. So the string that comes with it is long enough to put your entire banner on, but I actually wanted to make 2 banners and hang them at different heights. So if you want to do that, you might have to get another piece of string. And here is how I hung it. I just put it on my little cabinet here and I think it looks so sweet and is super festive. This banner is such a great way to personalize any party, so definitely pick it up if you're at Dollar Tree. I also wanted to point out, don't forget the balloons at Dollar Tree. They don't have all the colors that the other party stores might have, but I was able to find just a pack of plain black balloons, and then this variety pack has some gold and silver, which is great for New Year's. So next we're going to get started with a really sweet treat. So in the food area at Dollar Tree, I picked up this chocolate cake mix and then 2 of the icings. The icings do come in a smaller container at Dollar Tree, but that was totally fine because I decided to get 1 cream cheese one and then 1 chocolate one. So all you have to do is just follow the directions on the back and make some cupcakes. Those are cooking in the oven. I'm gonna get started on the cupcake toppers. So for that, you're just gonna need this paper here, and this is a free printable on my blog. So all of the free printables that you're going to be seeing in today's video are going to be linked below in the video description box. So just be sure to check there. It's gonna take you on over to my blog. You're gonna scroll all the way to the bottom and you will see all of the free printables, and you can just click and print out whichever ones you like. So for these, I did print them out on cardstock because it is nice and thick and it will hold up better. And then I just used some decorative scissors to cut out each piece. So now all you have to do to turn it into a cupcake topper is just add a toothpick. And I usually do this with hot glue, but I wanted to try it today with this glue tape roll that I have here, and it does work. Now it's not as sturdy as hot glue, but it's great if you're kind of in a rush, and it does work, so they will stick to it. So now I'm just going to go ahead and ice my cupcakes, and these icing bags you see here, they are disposable little icing bags from Dollar Tree, and I absolutely love them. I always pick them up in the baking area at Dollar Tree every time I go. And now I'm just adding my cupcake toppers, and that is it. It's a really simple idea, but it does add a bit of festive flair to your table, and I feel like cupcakes are always a fan favorite. Next up is a really fun New Year's Eve activity, and all you need for this are the free printables that are on my blog that are going to be linked down below. So when you head on over to my blog and print them out, you're going to see 3 separate papers. So the one is going to be these here. These are going to be the advice cards. Then you're also going to have one that just kind of has the directions on it. And then the third printable is going to be the advice jar label. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how everything works. But these are just a little fun advice and wishes for the New Year's cards. So each guest at your party will fill one out. So to get started, I'm just going to go ahead and take my first free printable here that says advice and wishes for the new year. And I'm just going to cut it out with my decorative scissors. And I did print everything on cardstock. Now the next thing you need for this is a jar to put all of the cards in. This one here is from Target. It's just one that I already had on hand. But if you do not have a jar, do not worry. You really don't need one for this. Anything will do. Even just pick up a large plastic bowl from Dollar Tree. This one here is from Dollar Tree. I did get this one last year. I'm not sure if they have the same print this year, but just head over to their party area and they have those large clear bowls as well, and those will absolutely work for this. Just go ahead and tape the advice and wishes for the new year sign right onto the bowl and it will work exactly the same. But since I have the jar, I am going to go ahead and use that, and this is just for New Year, so I don't want to go ahead and glue it. I'm just going to be using some tape to attach it to the front. Now this second free printable here, it just has the directions on it. It says please fill out a card and put it in the jar, and you're going to see that it is printed at the bottom, and that is just so you can bend it in half and basically just make a little card stand that will stay up on its own. And again, this is cardstock, so that's why it's sturdy enough just to stay propped up by itself. And the third free printable is going to be this one here, and there are 2 advice cards for every paper, so you just want to make sure that you print out enough so each guest has their own card. And after they fill it out, they can go ahead and sign their name on the bottom, or a fun activity is to just leave it anonymous. Fill out all of your wishes and advice, put them in the jar, and then after midnight, read them all together and try and guess whose card is whose. And it's just kind of fun, and it's a really great way to kind of have an icebreaker and bring in the new year. And while you're on my blog, you're going to see one more free printable, and that is this one here. And this one is just meant to be table scatter, so just little small pieces to kind of lay around, and it just adds a little bit of fun. You can actually use these as cupcake toppers as well if you prefer these images to the other ones, but all I'm going to do is just cut them out with my decorative scissors, and these are in cardstock as well, and just kind of leave them scattered throughout the table, kind of around the food or around the treats, and it just kind of gives it a little bit of extra flair. Next, I'm going to show you a really easy way to jazz up these paper plates. So I picked up the larger paper plates from Dollar Tree in black and then the smaller ones in gold, and both of these can be found in their party supply area. And this is another way to kind of just keep everything looking a little bit cohesive, is just to stick to a color theme. So for New Year's, I went with black and gold, and then I have a little bit of silver throughout. So now to make these paper plates look like they are ready for New Year's, we are going to take a black napkin, and these black napkins are from Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just going to accordion fold one of them. Then I'm going to take some gold curling ribbon and tie it into a knot right in the center. Now I'm going to take my scissors and just curl the ends of the ribbon. And you can see we created a little bow tie. This is just so much fun, and it looks really great in the center of these plates here. Everything is disposable because, of course, on New Year's Eve, you do not want to be hand washing a bunch of dishes. You're already going to be up extra late, but it is nice just to add a really fun touch in an easy way and make your guests feel extra special. Next, we are going to create my favorite DIY from this video. So I picked up these wood dowels as well as this wood base from Dollar Tree in the Crafter Square. They have a few different shapes of these wood bases, but I went with the oval one, but anyone will do. And then you're also going to need a wood bead. So these ones were just ones that I already had on hand, but Dollar Tree does sell some different wood beads now, so be sure to check out the Crafter Square to see what they have. So now I want to go ahead and just paint all 3 of these pieces, and you can of course paint them by hand, but My personal favorite is spray paint. I find it a lot easier, and this one here is my favorite gold spray paint. It has a beautiful finish, so I'm going to go ahead and just give everything one even coat. And while that's drying, we're going to get started on the ball for our ball drop. This styrofoam ball is actually not from Dollar Tree. I couldn't find a larger one at Dollar Tree. They only had the tiny one, so you might have to look at a different craft store like Michael's or Joann's. So now we just want to go ahead and poke a hole through our styrofoam ball. And to do this, I'm using an extra one of those wood dowels. And if you're having trouble pushing it all the way through, try pushing it at least halfway through and then finding the opposite end and then pushing the dowel kind of towards the center, and you should be able to meet in the middle, and it just might make it a little bit easier, but I didn't find it too hard. When you push it through, you just want to make sure that you're able to move the ball pretty easily up and down, but you don't want to make it too large because we want to make sure that it stays put wherever we move it on the wooden dowel. So now we have to actually decorate this ball so it looks like that New Year's Eve ball. And to do this, I'm just going to be using some Mod Podge and some glitter from Dollar Tree. You can use any color you like. I decided to go with a mixture of gold and silver. And to attach it to the styrofoam ball, I'm just taking some Mod Podge on a foam brush, spreading it around, and then adding my glitter. And you can do this in sections and wait for it to dry, and then add some more. So that's how I did this one here. I did the gold first, and then I kind of went in with some silver in certain areas, and then I let it dry completely. So now we just have to assemble it. And I found that the best way to kind of add the wooden dowel to the base is just to drill a hole. Right, that if I just went ahead and glued it without drilling the hole first, that it would not be too stable. So what I did was just take a small drill bit, and I found that 4mm worked really well for this size dowel in particular. And then I just drilled it kind of halfway through the wood until I knew that my wooden dowel would be able to fit into it. And then once I knew it was a good fit, I just put some glue and attached it. So now we can put our New Year's Eve ball onto our wooden dowel. So you just want to go ahead and carefully slide it on. And the last step is just to glue the wood bead on top. Now everything is assembled, and I do have one more free printable for you. So I thought it would be fun to add the year to our ball drop. So I went ahead and just made this one here. It says 2023, and then it has some fireworks behind it. And I just cut it out like this, and you can just glue it or tape it to the top or the bottom. I had to add mine right to the base, and I did tape it. That way I can save my decoration for next year and just take the year off when it is done. And the best part about this is you can actually make the ball drop at midnight, so it very easily slides up and down the wooden dowel, and it does stay put. And so when midnight starts to approach, you can slowly start to just have it get closer and closer to the new year. And then of course at midnight, it can go all the way down, and it is just so much fun. And trust me, kids will absolutely love this one. And that is everything for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed these ideas for a New Year's Eve party. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone who supported my channel through 2022. And I cannot wait to have just an even better year in 2023. Happy New Year's, everyone. Subscribe to my channel. You can just click on my picture right here. Thank you so much for watching.